Waqf by user, even if it has been established by judges for particular case, even one, or it is established otherwise, there is no dispute about Waqf by. Act now today stands void.
Sybil's pointed out that I'll go to jail. He is going to jail since 1995. If he is not registering his trust and not bringing it within the purview of the regulatory mechanism, there is a penalty provision of imprisonment since 1995.
Now that-
And I'll just not because
So, Mr. Mehta, now we want you to answer.
can I have 10
And
minutes?
then I'll have 3-4 questions to ask you.
Yes, but all your lordship's questions and the contentions will possibly, my lord, get answered, my lord, in what I'm going to submit. But at the outset, two things. Your lordships are dealing with a legislation, my lord, which has not just, my lord, came as a legislation. No, there was a constitution of a joint parliamentary committee. It, my lord, it held 38 sittings. It visited, my lord, all major cities, my lord, held consultation from 13th July to 7 November 23. My lord, examined 92.28 lakh memorandums. Waqf by user. One of the most contentious issue, my lord, Waqf by user. But first of all, my lord, let me make one position very, very clear, and your lordships may kindly consider.
Now, are you now saying Waqf by user, even if it has been established by judges for particular case, even one, or it is established otherwise, there is no dispute about Waqf by. Act now today stands void.
In case of a Muslim, but Waqf necessarily under the Islamic law means dedication to Allah, Almighty Allah, for a particular charitable purpose is not accepted by the Islamic law. There has to be a Waqif. Waqif means the person who settles the trust. It's in parlance of Lord, which example I gave, settler of the trust.
Correct. That's where Waqf by user is concerned. Right from.
Okay, I'm not on Waqf by user.
Kindly have understood that.
If your lordships can allow me.
You know only on Waqf by user.
I'm if your lordships
Okay,
can.
fine.
Kindly bear with me. So far as Waqf is concerned, if it is governed as per the Waqif or as per the Waqf deed or as per anything by Muslims, this law does not come into the picture. What is Waqf Board? Waqf Board is the charity commissioner for Waqf. First, my lord, please bear, my lord, the distinction between Waqf Board, Waqf Council, and Waqf itself in mind. No act, my lord, this amendment touches the Waqf itself. And Waqf means the trust.
Properties are out of trust. So don't give the trust example. The nearest example will be the Charitable Endowments Act. The Hindu Religious Charitable Endowments Act. The states have enacted that.
Under somebody's supervision.
How is that administered? They are pointing out provisions that whenever it comes to Hindu religious charitable endowment, Hindu community which is administering it.
No, my lords. I don't wish to give examples. It will not be appropriate to give examples. I do not wish to, but take it from me. My lord, Hindu religious endowments, my lord, created by trust or by any other method, my lord, are governed by the whatever method is, but ultimate, my lord, the statutory supervision, control, coordination is by a body which may consisting of Hindus, may not be consisting of Hindus. That is why 25 and 26. Pardon?
Give us an example.
Let's not. Well, let me.
TTD board, does it have non-Hindus?
For a Bombay Public Trust Act.
That's right. Trust is how trust is different. Trust is different because public trust. Public trust.
There were several misstatements. No murmur from this thing. Let us maintain, my lord, a decorum. We are not arguing a religious thing. We are doing a legal thing. Howsoever,
Mr. Mehta does
please come to the proviso.
Mr. Mehta, let us be clear. As far as religious endowments of Hindus is concerned, normally it's the Hindus are no.
Ignore that part. Kindly come to the proviso. Kindly come to the proviso at page 6, my lord, of my compilation, of my, my lord, chart.
Yes.
provided that the existing Waqf by user properties registered, please mark, registered on or before the commencement of the Waqf Amendment Act 2025 as Waqf by user will remain as Waqf properties. If they are registered, it will remain. Somebody says that why we did not register, and I'll come to that, my lord, what is the logic, and I'll satisfy your lordships. Except that I'll say that, Mr. Josefa, except that properties wholly or in part is in dispute. My lord, there is a civil dispute going on between either a private party and Waqf.
Why will it not be remain a work property? Let the civil court decide that dispute.
It would
Or if it's a government is raising a dispute, let it decide that. Now, what is it?
My lord, if
Now,
the lordship allow me to
just
complete.
1 minute, please. This is the second part of the argument.
My lord, the difficulty is when the petitioner starts without pointing out the contours, the respondent, my lord, doesn't get to
Okay.
assist the court, my lord.
We
That's
have understood that. We have understood. We are pointing
I
out the
will-
last part of it. First part we have.
I tell your lordship, my lord, why? Why? Right from 1930, 1923, the first Waqf Act came in 1923. Registration of Waqf is mandatory, statutorily, mandatorily required. You cannot have an unregistered trust, a Waqf, even Waqf by user cannot be unregistered, which was followed by the Waqf Act of 1954. 1954 also, it is mandatory to have your Waqf by user or any other Waqf registered. That was followed by the Waqf Act of 1995, the present act, my lord, where also the Waqf Act, the registration of Waqf is not only compulsory, the Mutawali, which is Mr. Sibal pointed out that I'll go to jail. He is going to jail since 1995 if he is not registering his trust and not bringing it within the purview of the regulatory mechanism. There is a penalty provision of imprisonment since 1995. In 2013, my lord, the Parliament amended the Waqf Act, my lord, which I have pointed out. There also the Waqf registration is mandatory.
Dr. Mr. Tushar Mehta, just tell us one.
Yes.
Work by user, if accepted prior to the 2025 Act, is now touched. 1 minute, please. Is it now declared to be void or non-existent?
No, my lord.
Please make us be careful about your statement. Work by user, if already established and registered, say 1 minute, please. If already established, will it be declared in terms of the 2025 amendment now as void, or it will continue to subsist?
If registered, no. No.
36.
Yes, my lord, that is the exception.
1 minute. But then there's a catch here.
See, yeah, my lords are right. Subject
There
three.
are two catches. There are two catches here.
Yes.
One, it says, is in dispute.
Before a court.
Where is it mentioned?
It is not dispute.
That's not stated.
Dispute.
Is in dispute means, 1 minute, please. Now, it doesn't say is in dispute. What do you mean by the term is in dispute? It doesn't say it's before the court or is otherwise in dispute.
Correct, my lord.
Number two, the issue is with regard to government property.
Correct, my lords.
Now, the fact of the matter is, before the Britishers came, we did not have any registration.
25 is British.
We did not have any registration act, the Transfer Property Act. Now, the works say many of the masjids, etc., may have been constructed now in 14th, 15th, 16th centuries, 17th centuries.
They could have been registered after
1 minute. But to accept, to require them to produce a registered sale deed will be an impossibility.
But I am not registered for board.
Today, it will be an impossibility.
Lord, my lords, possibly where I am not clear. Registration with the registering authority.
No, I'm
under
aware of
Waqf
that.
Act.
I'm